And today is election day, and we know what that means, but do our kids know what it means? Here with some tips on how to talk about the election and everything going on is Dr. Jessica Ruiz, Chief Psychologist of Behavioral Health Associates of Broward. Thank you so much for joining us today on this very special day.
Thank you.
So you know what, I went with my kids voting, and they were asking me so many questions, and some of them I could answer, and then I was like, I don't know if I should, how honest should I be with them? You know, they're 9, 5, and 3. So how do we explain to our kids about how big today is and our civic duty of voting?
Well, I think it's great that they're asking you questions, and that lets us know they're paying attention. They want to know, they're watching, they're listening to what we say. So I think election day is a perfect time to talk about how important it is to vote, and it's our right. And
it is.
I also think that, and again, you're the doctor, I don't know if I handled this correctly, it's important to remind them to be respectful. So, you know, my oldest is almost 11. She's, Mommy, who are you voting for? Because so-and-so's mom is voting for this person. So-and-so's dad said this about this person. And I try to tell her, listen, this is who I'm voting for. It doesn't make so-and-so's dad bad or so-and-so's mom bad that they're voting for somebody else. But kids don't understand that necessarily. It's very surface for them.
Right. So one of the ways that we can get around talking about the important topics is talk about the issues versus the candidates. So what are the things that are important to them? School safety, the environment, and how do they feel? And what are, based on their values, if they were in charge, what would they do?
Right. That's a good way to put it. I didn't think of it like that. When do you know what's too much to go in and how honest to be?
Well, I think being able to talk, if they ask you what you think, explain, hey, these are the things that are important to me, and this is why I'm voting this way. How about you? How do you feel about this? And it's a way of really getting critical thinking and getting them to start to think that their opinion matters.
Right. You know, Johanna mentioned that she took her 3 kids to the polls, and I absolutely love that. I adore that. Is that a good idea to take them there this young?
Absolutely. That's how we modeled. This is what it is to vote. For somebody who's never been at the polls, they don't know what happens. So when kids see you do it, it makes it so much easier to imagine themselves doing it in the future.
Yeah, it is though stressful. I will tell you that. So make sure you read and you know what you're going into before, because they start asking and touching a lot. So it does get tricky. But you guys do a lot of amazing things. And how do you guys help so many people in our community?
Well, so Behavioral Health Associates of Broward, we're the counseling centers of Goodman Jewish Family Services, and we've been in the community for over 56 years in Broward providing counseling. And at the moment we service all of Broward County, and we've also been in Parkland following the shooting at MSD. So we provide individual, group counseling, and a variety of different services to anyone who needs counseling. And
it's a good time for all of us parents to remember that our stress levels, our kids feed off of that.
Absolutely.
So we can't get heated whether we agree with the candidate who wins or we don't agree with the candidate who wins. We have to keep a level of peace in our home to keep our kids nice and calm.
Absolutely. And it's everywhere. They see it. I mean, the TV, radio, the commercials, they're just getting bombarded. They feel it just like we do.
Absolutely. And they look to us. How are we managing so that they learn how to cope?
Yeah. So I shouldn't yell and curse when the stack of mail comes in this big with a bunch of political ads.
Probably not a good idea.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having us.
We love having you. For more information on all of this and everything when it comes to Decision 2018, head on over to our website at NBC6.com.